Why hello there, you lovely human. It's my life here, and I'm gonna talk to you today about guys who think they're hot shit. Mainly the guys who go on and say, "You should put a smile on your face. You should smile, girl." Like, guys like that. Have any of you ladies ever dealt with this? This is pretty annoying when it does happen. Alright, so this actually happened to me today. I was out, running errands, doing what I do, I'm still looking for work, so I was out there, hustling and all that. And, I just got some pretty crappy news, healthcare is, being really shitty right now to me, and I'm still waiting on the approval of my healthcare being re-upped, basically. So I went there today, and I got this really horrible news just to find out that I had gone all the way to this, to downtown, the downtown area where I live, just to be told that I need to go to another town over because my case has been relocated there. So I basically went out of my way to go there just to be told that news. So I'm not in a very good mood. I'm just not in a very good mood right now. I nearly cried in front of the teller when she told me this. But, I held it together and all that. But then I'm on my way out, down to down the street because I had some other business to take care of. And, as I'm walking right out of this place, I see this group of guys. And, this is like 10 o'clock in the morning. And it's like 2 or 3 guys, I think one of them was smoking, another guy was just kind of like hanging out there, and another guy was talking to a woman. And I'm just walking past. I didn't have my sunglasses on today because it was pretty cloudy today, so I couldn't even cover my eyes like usual. So, I'm walking past, and this guy that I've never met in my life is like, "You should put a smile on your face." And I'm like, I was not happy, just not happy. And I nearly said something like, "How about you pay my rent, you fucker, and then I'll put a smile on my face." But, I didn't do that, I've thought of many things to say to guys like this, but this happens so often that it's gotten kind of irritating lately. Especially given, how life is going for me these days. It's not all that great for me currently. I should say that, very early in my transition, I would say like maybe a year or so in, when guys actually, I would be walking on the street or whatever, and, very uptight, very nervous and everything. There was this one time I was heading to the library for something or other, and I was just walking on the street, and a guy leans out of his car and says, "Hey, you should put a smile on your face." And I'm just like, at the time, again, this is very early in my transition, at the time I was like, maybe I should. This guy took the time to, acknowledge me as a woman, and, it was, at the time, it was like a compliment in a way. Like, this guy thought enough of me and thought that I was attractive enough to, go out of his way to say that I would look better with a smile on my face. But now all of you ladies know, all of you know this game. This is not the kind of game that you want to play with guys, and you don't want to buy into this game. I don't know what guys are trying to accomplish by saying this shit. I don't know. I really don't know. But don't buy into it, is what I'm saying. It's basically some guy, usually some guy in, I would say they're like 40s and up, basically guys who aren't from my generation and under. Those guys have this perspective on how women should be, and they should be submissive, and they should be always smiling, and they should always be there to look pretty for the guy, whomever they're with. Again, don't buy into this, because this is bullshit. Women in general should not have to put a smile on for any dumb shit who thinks it's okay to say that we should smile for them, for their pleasure. That's bullshit. And if you've ever done this before, if you've ever smiled for a guy, you know, that's okay. I'm guilty of that too. It happens. If you aren't keen on the game. But the game is, the guy wants to basically assert himself to make you feel a certain way so that, you know, he can feel good about himself, so that he can feel good about being a man. And, you know, I've been on the other side of this fence too, when it wasn't happening to me, obviously, because, you know, I was posing as some dude or whatever. But this kind of thing, just don't buy into it. Don't smile for anyone unless you feel like doing it. And even if you feel like doing it, don't give them the pleasure of thinking that you're smiling because they said something. I don't really get this. I don't understand why older guys, guys in their middle ages, like 50s and such, I don't understand why they feel the need to do this, aside from them wanting to insert themselves and feeling like because they're a man and you're a woman, then that gives them the right to say things like, hey, you should be here for my pleasure, and because you're so pretty, you should smile, because I want to see how pretty you look with a smile, so that I can feel good about myself. That's my personal interpretation of it. And that's coming from, you know, a trans woman who, again, has been on both sides of the fence. So, I really want to know what you guys think. Ladies, have you ever encountered a guy who said this to you? I know a few of my female friends have encountered this, and, you know, I personally figured out the game. I think most of my girlfriends just don't even, they're just very introverted, so they're just like, fuck off. But, have any of you ladies ever encountered this? What do you do? How do you handle this sort of thing? Have you ever said something to a guy when they actually did say this to you? I want to know what you ladies think. And guys, if you're watching this, have you ever said this to a woman? Have you ever said this to a girl, woman, whatever? I want to know, what is your logic for saying this? If this is something that is typical, I don't know, in my personal area, like I personally live like in a very urban area, so I want to know, have you said this in your area? How, ladies, have you encountered this in where you live? I want to hear from you guys, like, regardless of what side of the fence you're on, and however you identify, I want to know what you guys think. If you think this is cool, and if you agree or disagree, like, the ball is in your court, and I definitely want to hear from you guys. So, thank you so much for watching. It's always great to talk to you guys, and hopefully, if you enjoyed this video, I would definitely appreciate you liking it. And if you want to see more of this, definitely please subscribe to me. I really appreciate it. And if you enjoy these videos, I definitely want to hear from you. So, until next, you lovely people.